Warning: the following content may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Elizabeth Short, born on July 29, 1924, in Boston, Massachusetts, the third of 5 daughters. In 1930, following his losing most of his savings in the 1929 stock market crash, Elizabeth's father's car was found abandoned on the Charlestown Bridge. It was assumed that he had jumped into the Charles River. Believing her husband to be deceased, Short's mother began working to support the family. Elizabeth was a physically weak girl, undergoing lung surgery at age 15, due to her bronchitis and severe asthma attacks. Her respiratory problems made her mother send her to spend winters with family friends in Miami. As per doctors' suggestions, in her sophomore year, Elizabeth dropped out of high school. On the morning of January 15, 1947, Betty Berzinger was enjoying her morning walk with her 3-year-old daughter. Around 10 a.m. they reached a vacant lot. Betty noticed something strange at first glance: 2 pieces of a discarded store mannequin. If only that was the case, what she was witnessing was the start of one of the most extensive and publicized investigations in Los Angeles history. It was no mere mannequin. She was horrified. It was the gruesome sight of the body of a young naked woman sliced clean in half at the waist, laying a few feet from the sidewalk and posed in such a way to explain why Betty reportedly thought it was a mannequin at first glance. The chilling sight was just as horrific as it was mysterious. Not a single drop of blood was to be found at the scene. She was drained, for she had been killed elsewhere. The ensuing investigation was led by the LA Police Department. The FBI was asked to help, and in a mere 56 minutes the body was identified, and as expected, it was Elizabeth. 22-year-old Hollywood hopeful Elizabeth. The speed at which the body was identified was in part due to a prior arrest of Elizabeth's by the Santa Barbara police for underage drinking. Police received numerous tips and leads, but none of them led to the identification of a suspect. The FBI ran records checks on potential suspects and conducted interviews across the nation. In addition, due to the skills in dissection the murderer evidently had, agents suspected a group of students at the University of Southern California Medical School. On another hand, in a tantalizing potential break in the case, the Bureau searched for a match to fingerprints found on an anonymous letter that may have been sent to authorities by the killer, but the prints weren't in FBI files. The notoriety of the murder has spurred a large number of confessions over the years, many of which have been deemed false. During the initial investigation into her murder, police received a total of 60 confessions, most made by men. Since that time, over 500 people have confessed to the crime, many of whom had not even been born at the time of her death. Sergeant John P. St. John, a detective who worked the case until his retirement, stated, "It is amazing how many people offer up a relative as the killer." What made the Black Dahlia case so chilling was not just the brutality of the murder, but the mystery surrounding Elizabeth's life and death. She was a young, aspiring actress with a troubled past, and her murder was rumored to be connected to her involvement with the Los Angeles underworld or her relationships with wealthy and influential men. The case remains unsolved to this day, and has inspired numerous books, films, and television shows. The Black Dahlia murder is a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the glamour and glitz of Hollywood, and the enduring power of unsolved mysteries to capture the public's imagination. By the spring of 1947, Short's murder had become a cold case with few new leads. The murderer has never been found, and given how much time has passed, probably never will be. Thank you for tuning in. We provide astral travel trips to dark and mysterious lands. Subscribe to journey with us.